Having recently raced Brands Hatch in my league with GT3s and the Radical around Nordschleife, it only makes sense to now take the Radical to this track, Brands Hatch. It's a great car for this track because it's a right-hand drive, and the most dramatic turns on this track are also right-handers. From the telemetry up top, this is the fastest lap I had in the session. These motorcycle engines that are combined into, a twin and into a V, they really like high rev, so watch this. 2 quick downshifts. And another downshift as I approach apex. This car is most stable when it's in the power. You see it right there. Again, another downshift. Normally you wouldn't do that with a bigger engine with more torque, but this thing is all horsepower, so you can really do a good job with that high-end RPM. So I qualified 8th. I'm 6th fastest in here. Here's the start. I spin up the rears. 2 cars instantly pass me. Disappointing. I've got a new wheel, but I didn't feel comfortable trying the dual clutch system for the start. At this point, I have nothing left to lose. I might as well. And again, you can see I spin them up, and the 2 slowest cars in the back of the grid spin up their tires. So I've got to improve my starts. Heading into Druids, turn 2. Couple little moments from some other drivers, but no contact. You see my car behind this black car now. And then there's a Benetton skin to the left. So I get a great drive coming out of here. You saw in my GT3 coverage, I'm really comfortable on that inside apex. Try to get a better drive. Now it's a drag race. He gives me space, but without a front wing and on cold tires, I just send it right into the grass. I think there's a better perspective here from the third camera action. You can see that he gave me plenty of room. I could have had that pass, but I didn't turn in early enough for those cold tires. So I lost a few positions there, kind of kicking myself. Here we are heading down into the second lap. Whoa! Amazing there's not contact there. I've got 200 ping to this server. And here's an example of how tight the margins are. I was battling that guy, but he spins out. Currently in 8th here, tucked in behind these 2 cars that were battling into turn 1. Watch this closing speed I have. Oh, I'm much faster at apex. Very dangerous to be this much quicker than another car around Brands Hatch. Wow, look at that. Should have been more aggressive and passed this guy. Unfortunately, I kind of blow it wide there, and look what's behind me. surprised to see this guy send it turn one, rattles me. I come back to take a defensive line needlessly, and oh no, I spin it. Downshifted too quickly, sent too much torque to the rear wheels. The power spun them up. If you notice, a couple other cars spun out here. Look to the back. See that purple striped car get tagged on entry. Switching to the onboard. You see this guy come in too hot, try to dodge to the right, but it doesn't matter. Hits the guy in front. But here, there's a bit of backstory here. Winding it back a couple turns, you see the Joker car get passed by that purple striped car. Clean pass, good pass. He comes in thinking, oh, I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. I think that's just a poor racing judgment. I don't think it was a pass attempt. Cooked his entry, nowhere to go but to tag the guy in front. This car's skin is pretty outrageous. It's covered in blood and all this stuff. Now, the purple striped car, he's upset. Decides to block him on circuit and then turn into him for more contact. I mean, that's retaliation, if you ask me. Going back to my onboard, you can see I've fallen way back. Now in 16th place. This car in front of me is the slowest car in the lobby. Again, he's slow at apex. I tag him. At first, I thought that was retaliation, but when I saw that he's a lesser skilled driver, I think he's just so rattled. Again, coming through this apex, I'm so close. You can see here in the replay. He has a great save. Good on him. A few turns later, I send it again. Like, I'm not going to let him catch his breath. He yields wisely. Shouldn't be holding me up. He was 1.5 seconds per lap slower than I am. Now back to these two jokers. Here comes the purple car. Purple stripes. Looks again like a clean pass, but you see he has a broken car. And then he turns back across the Joker. Wow. Alright. I mean, that's retaliation once again. Here I am, lapping the field. Good, clean pass on this guy. Stole the apex before he knew what to do about defending it. A few laps later now. I believe I'm in 14th here. Caught this gaggle of cars. I'll admit, guys, my heart rate's up. I got the adrenaline pumping. I'm upset at myself for my mistakes, and I choose not to sit back and just cruise around here. I'm good at this circuit. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna pass these guys, even though I have, some of these guys have 50 milliseconds to the server. I'm at a disadvantage with my ping, so driving too close is really dangerous. But I'm not gonna sit back. I'm better. I'm going for it. Do another pass into Druids. Here it is from my onboard. I'm more comfortable carrying the speed through apex, not giving these guys time to think about defense. I'm a bit, might compare this to my league. I'm more passive in the league. This is a public lobby, 18-car grid or 19-car grid of a whole bunch of people. I'm just going to send it. Here I get another good drive. Stealing that inside line. Closing the door. And to show these guys they are not catching me, I start pushing hard. Pushing track limits hard. They seem passive. I'm not going to be. I'm going to kick up some dirt. Send some sand back at their faces. To show them if they want to pass me on track, they're not going to be able to. It's a little Alonso trick. Now farther up the road, here's 7th place. This car has a very stiff suspension, short wheelbase. Watch this. Oh, it hops over the circuit. He goes on throttle, and I can't believe he did this. He lets the car freely rotate back onto the racing line. Amazing no one hit him. Here's my perspective. You can hear my tires. I didn't have much grip to work with there. Now if you look at the track map, we see another guy spin out. Sorry, and now if you look at the track map, there's this one guy in front of me for 8th position, and 7th is way down the road. So here I'm so close, I'm like, I have to make a pass attempt, but it's unlikely I'm going to catch 7th, so I decide to back out of it because, you know, I don't want to ruin this guy's race with a really risky pass, but a few turns later, it's evident that I've got much more pace than he does. Here's his wing camera looking back at my Repsol Honda livery. And again, you can just see it's so dangerous to, if I have more confidence, it's just so dangerous to be behind a slower car. You just have to make the pass happen. And unfortunately, that's as, you know, I passed that whole group of cars. You can see it behind on the track map. And here's the spacing come the end of the race. The leader takes the checker flag there, and then here's the Joker car. He actually went to the pits, got repaired, went back out on circuit to finish the race, even though he got retaliated twice. And I reported the guy that retaliated. That's against the code. There's a sporting code, and even though it didn't happen to me, I think that guy should not go unpunished, that striped car guy. So I did the report. And now there comes 6th place. I had the pace to be faster than that guy, but I made a lot of mistakes. And I ended up closing the distance of 9 seconds to catch that guy, but I didn't get him by the line, so I finished 8th in this race.